not on vacation, although there was nothing wrong with going on vacation and sitting and study Torah a whole day. The reason why I am recording today on my balcony is because we have a power outage. We don't have any electricity in the house. So I'm here outside, and this reminds us not to take anything for granted, even electricity, and certainly not to take for granted God's kindness, God's miracles, God's benevolence that we see in this most challenging of times, together with the most difficult pictures and images that we see, especially what we saw the last few days about the hostages. We should still not forget the phenomenal miracles that God has been doing, and there's no question about it, that we will see the ultimate miracle. Although we have a letdown, didn't come yesterday on Tisha B'Av, we all expected Moshiach to come. But let's learn from Moshe Rabbeinu. But before I tell you what we should learn from Moshe Rabbeinu, let us together say the thank you, Mizmoyer. Mizmoyer Soida, Rila Adonai Kol Haaretz, Ivdu Es Adonai B'Simcha, Boi Lefanav B'Nona D'Uka Adonai Elim, Hu Asanu V'Lo Enachna Ame V'Tzoy Marisoi. Boi Yishor B'Soida Chatzroisa B'Sila, Hoi Dele Baruch Shemoi Ki Tov Adonai Le'Lam Chazdoi V'Yadoir V'Adoir Emunasoi. Some tzedakah, and here's a little thought. Last week we mentioned that the Parshas Devarim, the beginning of the 5th book, is always read, studied the week before Tisha B'Av. And as we explained, that Moshe Rabbeinu is in Devarim is reprimanding the Jewish people, but the point is not just to reprimand us, the point is to encourage us, positive reinforcement for us to do better, because it tells us you can do better. And the reason why we can do better is because we get the strength from Moshe Rabbeinu, we get the blessings of Moshe Rabbeinu. In fact, the Gemara asks a question. Torah says, I only ask from you a little thing. What is God asking from you? Only to fear Him. And the Gemara asks the question, is fearing God such a little thing? That is saying, nah, what am I asking from you already? And the Gemara says, yes. For Moshe, it's not a big thing. But how does it help me? God is not speaking just to Moshe Rabbeinu, He's speaking to all of us. The answer is because we all receive the strength from Moshe Rabbeinu. We all receive the blessing from Moshe Rabbeinu. We have within us a spark of Moshe Rabbeinu. And because of that, indeed, it is not difficult to serve Hashem. So, Devarim is the parsha before, and V'Eschanan, the parsha that we started this week, is obviously always after Tisha B'Av. And here's an interesting thought. Sages tell us, Moshe Rabbeinu is telling God, is telling the Jewish people, V'Eschanan and Hashem, I've been begging God to let me into Eretz Yisrael. And God did not accept my prayers. Now, why is this relevant to us? Sounds like a story. Look, I prayed and wasn't accepted. What message do we derive from it today? Because we know that the Torah is eternal. Torah is nitzchis. The Torah is a learning experience that we have to learn from it. What are we learning from the fact that Moshe Rabbeinu says, I prayed and my prayers were not accepted? Now this sounds like a discouragement of praying. The answer is just the opposite. We know that V'Eschanan corresponds to a total of 515. And I would say, just tell us that Moshe Rabbeinu was praying 515 times. At the end, God said, please, Hanach, leave, because if you're going to continue, I'm going to have to accept your prayers, but it's not going to be good for the Jewish people. What was Moshe Rabbeinu praying? Moshe Rabbeinu was praying for him to be able to lead the Jewish people into Eretz Yisrael. And this would have been the final coming of Moshiach. So God said, I know your intentions are good, this is what you want, but they are not ready. So therefore, please stop praying. But the message to us is as follows. Although Moshe Rabbeinu was aware already that he was not supposed to lead the Jewish people into Eretz Yisrael, God told him a while back. Yet, he kept on praying to tell us, yes, we have a letdown. Moshiach didn't come yesterday on Tisha B'Av. We all expected it. So a letdown indeed. But we don't give up. And we continue to pray. And that's the message of Rosh Chanan. So let's continue pray. Let's continue do. Let's continue besiege Hashem to send us Moshiach now. And we will have him now.